Hello and welcome to Code Culture. My name is Michele and I'm your host. Today I'm going to review for you the Belstaff Long Way Up jacket and Belstaff Long Way Up pants. These are the jackets and pants that Charley Boorman wore in the 2020 TV series Long Way Up, which followed Ewan McGregor and Charley Boorman from the tip of South America all the way to Alaska on electric motorcycles. But it is also one of the jackets that Charley Boorman wears on A Long Way Home, the 2025 TV series which followed the couple from Scotland all the way to Norway and back. I have actually done a full video looking at all the jackets that Ewan McGregor and Charley Boorman are wearing on the Long Way Home TV series, and you can find that clicking on the link on the description below or on the screen somewhere right now. Today I'm going to be looking at the features of these jackets and briefly of the pants as well. And I'm going to be trying and answer the questions of whether the price that Belstaff was asking at the time for this jacket, which was $1,700, was worth your money. And if you're new here, well, welcome. I hope you consider subscribing to this channel because I review jackets, sometimes motorcycle jackets like today, sometimes regular jacket, pretty much every week. Now, when this jacket came out in 2020, it wasn't the first time that Belstaff had dressed Ewan McGregor and Charley Boorman in their motorcycle adventures. In fact, Belstaff had already provided the suits for the previous adventure, the Long Way Down, which had followed Ewan McGregor and Boorman from Scotland all the way to South Africa. For Long Way Up, Belstaff provided two very different sets of clothing to the two friends. Ewan McGregor had a heritage-inspired jacket made of wax cotton and leather, which basically was a modified version of the Belstaff Trailmaster. Although I do prefer normally a heritage-inspired clothing, I was really attracted by what Charley Boorman was wearing, which is this Gore-Tex Pro jacket. The jackets and pants were available in three different colors. The green, which was the one that Charley Boorman was wearing. The sand, which is the color of the pants that I got, simply because the green pants were not available when I purchased mine, and a gray one, which was also pretty cool. Now, the reason why I was interested in this jacket is because I own my own motorcycle touring company and I do a lot of motorcycle touring for work. So I spend a lot of time on motorcycles, touring at different temperatures, sometimes in the summer, sometimes when it's very cold. And I was looking for that definitive piece of gear that would have lasted a long time. Before I purchased this suit, I was actually wearing the Dainese Antarctica, and I kind of didn't like that. It was very tight on the arms, it had an odd fit, so I was looking for something better. And when I found this jacket and pants at 50% off, I jumped on it. Let's talk in details about the features of this jacket and why I think that this is the best motorcycle clothing that I've ever owned in my life. First of all, the material used for this jacket is Gore-Tex Pro, which is if you want, an upgraded version of the regular Gore-Tex, which is guaranteed to be even more waterproof and breathable. The jacket also has on the shoulders and elbows these inserts of what they call super fabric, which is a fabric extremely resistant to abrasion in case you were to fall down. You will notice that the jacket has the classic four pockets design, which in a way is a little reminiscent of the Belstaff Trailmaster. You have the two pockets on the waist and you have the two pockets on the chest. The pockets on the chest are actually not waterproof, whereas the pocket on the waist are. You will notice also that the zippers of this jacket are actually those zippers that are supposed to be completely waterproof even after you submerge them in water. I call them the scuba zipper. Once you zip them all the way up, you are pretty much guaranteed that no water will seep through. I've actually been wearing this jacket in serious storms, and I have never had any type of water seeping through. There is another pocket right here on the left arm, which can be used to put like a toll paying system for the highway or your emergency contact or whatever you want, really, some money, a credit card. And there are other pockets inside the jacket. So you have two pockets in the front, two Napoleon pockets right in front of the chest protectors on both sides. And you also have a so-called secret pocket in the back, right behind the back protector. The jacket also has a pocket behind the back protector for you to put a hydration package. So you would put like a bladder inside, the bladder would come out of the jacket, and you can then have it rest here where there is a little loop that can make sure that the spigot doesn't flap while you're riding. Finally, the jacket also has a very large pocket in the back, which I actually use to store the throat guard when I'm not using it. And I can also put documents or stuff that I always want to have with me. This jacket achieves a AA rating in terms of safety, which is very high for a non-leather jacket. Some jackets do get to AAA, but it's very rare for fabric jackets to actually do that. I'm not saying that they don't exist, I'm just saying they aren't as common, and especially they were not as common in 2020. The jacket comes with protectors on the elbows and on the shoulder and on the back and on the chest. Every protector is level 2, which is the highest standard available for the protectors. The protectors, though, are a little different among themselves. The ones on the elbows and the shoulders are the classic D3O that you can buy off the rack, whereas the protectors for the chest were specifically done for this jacket, and they're actually of the more ventilated type. The jacket does not come with an internal liner. You are supposed to provide that yourself. I actually use it sometimes with a down jacket, sometimes with my insulated heated gear, depending on where I'm going. The jacket also has a waist belt, which you can remove if you don't want. I actually leave it on because I like the way it makes me feel when I'm sitting on the motorcycle for many, many hours. You will notice that the main zipper doesn't come all the way down to the jacket. I'll show you. This is a feature that Belstaff uses on many of its jackets, and I really love it because what it means is that when I sit on my motorcycle, the jacket simply cinch up like that, but it doesn't come all the way up like jackets that have the zippers all the way down often do. This jacket also comes with this throat neck area protector that you zip to the collar. And if you fasten it with Velcro, like I've done now, it basically improves your life substantially in case you are in a bad storm or when it's really cold. I actually never put it on the jacket. I actually unzip it and put it in the back pocket. The jacket has many, many reflective areas which become extremely well lit at night. You have the long way up logo on the chest, you have some reflective area on the sleeves, and you have a very big one on the back with the Belstaff logo. The jacket has a lot of ventilations. You have two major areas here on the chest. You have areas here on the biceps. You have two large vents in the back. I have been using this jacket in temperatures that go from the low 30s all the way to the 90s, and I was always able to find a way to adjust the temperature as I wanted. Granted, this is a Gore-Tex Pro jacket, so it has 3 layers of membrane to keep you dry. So even if you open these big vents, you will never have direct air coming on your chest. So it will never be as cool in terms of airflow as a perforated jacket. But as I said, I was always able to find a perfect combo. You will notice that the jacket also has a lot of adjustability on your arms so that you're able to adjust it depending on how muscular or fat your arms are. The cuff area, you have a mix of zipper and Velcro to find your perfect fit. And you will notice that inside there is a liner so that you can put your gloves over this inside liner, and then you put the rest of the jacket over, and you're guaranteed that no water or cold air is going to come in. I am 180 centimeters tall, so 5'11", approximately 180 pounds. My waist is 32 and my sleeves are 34. I normally wear a size 40 in American clothing and a size 50 regular in Italian. This jacket is a large. I perhaps could have gone with a medium, but I wanted a jacket that I did not feel very constricted in. Also because I wanted something that I could wear with an airbag if I wanted. Right now, I'm only wearing a t-shirt, but let me show you how it would fit over my heated gear. Here I am wearing it with my heated gear, which in this case it's a Moscow Moto Ectotherm jacket, which is pretty chunky. And you can see that I actually have even more room if I wanted to add something else. Although really with this heated gear, I don't need anything else. The sleeves are as long as I would want them on a motorcycle, because when I'm in riding position, my wrists are covered as they should be. Belstaff notoriously is all over the place with sizing. I have many of their jackets, and some of them are medium, some of them are large, extra large, double XL. Really, it's anybody's guess. But for this specific jacket, I found that the size chart was spot on. Whereas a lot of the videos that were recommending which size to take were not very accurate. So for this specific jacket, get the size that you normally are, knowing that it will be perhaps a little bigger. Now let's talk about the pants. I took the size 52 for pants. So pants sizing is actually different from the jackets. The pants have numbers, whereas the jacket has medium, large, extra large. I took 52. I could have gone with 50, which is my regular sizing, but I'm actually happy I didn't. Although it's a little large here, it doesn't really bother me, because when I'm sitting on the motorcycle, I like not to have, something that really pushes on my stomach. And with the suspender, you can really adjust the fit, and they never go down. The pants have two gigantic protectors on your hips and a small unrated protector on your coccyx right here, and protectors on your knees. The protectors are level 2, with the exception of the protectors on your coccyx, which is unrated. The garment as a whole is AA rated. I particularly like the protectors on the knee, which can be adjusted, by the way, up or down, depending on how long your legs are. And they make my knee feel, just in an embrace of protection. I really cannot explain it any other way. They are large enough to make me feel safe, and when I'm locked in position on the motorcycle, they don't move around. I never have to adjust them. I never have to do anything with them. So when I wear these pants together with my CD boots, I feel I'm entirely protected from the knee all the way down to the shin area. The pants also have suede right here, the knee area, which makes gripping your motorcycle pants very easily. And I know it's a minor detail, but at this price point, I'm happy to see all these details. The one thing I don't like about these pants is that you don't have a choice in terms of the length of the pant. I am a size 30 in terms of length, and I believe these pants are a little long for me. It really doesn't matter, because once I put the boots on, I don't find it as a problem. And even when I walk around with the pants are not long enough as to go under the boots. But that to me was a potential problem, especially for the price. You want to be able to have an option for shorter or longer pants, but that's just me. Now, this jacket cost at the time of its release almost $1,700, and the pants were $1,100. Was this jacket worth the money? I don't think it was, but simply because I don't think that any jacket or pants combo should cost $2,800. $2,800 is the price of a decent used motorcycle, and to ask that for a jacket and a pair of pants, it really seemed outrageous at the time. So despite the fact of me really liking it a lot, I waited until I found these 50% off. So again, with 50% off, I still spent approximately $1,300, $1,400 for the combo. And at that price, it became a really good proposition because it definitely was cheaper than the Dainese suit I had. Definitely is cheaper than the Climb suits which are available, or even the Rocca suits that are available, BMWs. Belstaff has an appeal with a certain type of customer that will pay premium prices for their heritage. But when they made this technical thing, it really got into competition with other brands, and the buyers of those brands really did not know or did not care about Belstaff, which I believe is the reason why you can still find these jackets 5 years from when they were released for 50% off, whereas it is absolutely almost impossible to find the jackets and pants that Belstaff had released at the same time for Ewan McGregor, which were more heritage inspired. Because the buyer of that specific heritage style went out and bought that Ewan McGregor's jacket and pants in a heartbeat. So you cannot find that anymore. Whereas the buyer of this more technical stuff doesn't necessarily look at Belstaff because it has other options. Now, forgetting that for a moment, do I think that this jacket and pants are worth the $1,400 that I spent for them? Absolutely, 100%. Personally, I think that this jacket is the best motorcycle jacket that I've ever owned in my life. And I've owned many just because of the work I do. It's definitely miles better than the Dainese jacket that I had before, the Antarctica model, which was priced pretty much at the same level. And it's definitely better than the Revit jacket that I had before that. I have been now using them for 2 years. As I said, this is my uniform when I work, so I use them a lot, and they're holding up beautifully. There is really not a scratch in a way, because I've been lucky so far not to get a tumble. I think that this is money very well spent if you can afford it, and if you know that you're gonna use it a lot. In my case, my cost per wear on these jackets and pants is actually much lower than probably the cost per wear that many other people would have, just because I wear it so much. You can find it now at a discount on Godzilla, on other European websites, and at 50% off, it's definitely worth the money if you can swing it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this review, and I hope it was useful to you. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or if you own this jacket, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.